Hi guys, welcome to Dogs Bods Reviews. I'm your host Krager. Today we're going to be talking about the all-new game No Man's Sky. Currently released on the PlayStation 4 as of the 9th, which was yesterday from recording of this review, and coming out on the 12th for the PC. So far I've took the plunge and bought the PS4 version and pre-ordered the PC version. So, my opinions on the game. Well, the game itself is a pretty solid game, something I've been hoping for the last 3 years since it was announced, and playing it has been great fun. I've spent about 10 to 15 hours messing around with it on the starter planet, and game is, as I said, built well. It's got fantastic graphics, it's open world, no real issues with the frame rate on the PS4. So what do you actually do in the game? Well, it's a single player in theory, even though you can technically meet other players through the game, but there's a very minute chance. In this game you are a space astronaut, I suppose. You have a crash ship. You start off on a randomized planet. You have to navigate eventually to the center of the galaxy to find a place called Atlas. But because it's so large, the game consists of, as they say, 18 quintillion planets, there's very unlikely chance you'll be able to visit everywhere. You have to mine resources, repair your ship, survive in different environments, defend yourself against possible hostile enemies, for example the pirates in space, factions who you possibly maybe piss off. The indigenous life on each and every planet is very varied. Some can be hostile, some not. And then you've got the Sentinels. The Sentinels are a mysterious robotic sort of group that seem to defend the planets you land on. And if you cause too much damage or destruction, they seem to attack you, which makes it quite challenging. You'll meet many different alien races. You won't understand the languages, but over time, as you discover things, you'll be able to communicate with them and translate their words and vocabulary. Purchasing many different numerous types of ships. You can go from a small fighter sort of vessel right up to a trading sort of transporty type vessel. This game is reminiscent to me in regards to the original Elite game, not the new one that came out, where you have this open environment, go wherever you want, land on planets, trading and things like that, which is pretty cool. Upgrading of your ship or ships as you change from ship to ship. You can only have one ship, by the way. But upgrading your suit and your multi-tool, which is a combined mining, gathering resource device and a weapon, which is kind of cool as well. There are between systems space stations which you can visit and communicate with alien life forms, as well as on randomized planets. Bear in mind this is procedurally generated, so whatever you play for my game to whatever you play for your game can be completely different, all within the same sort of algorithms and technologies that are actually available in the game. If you do pre-order the game through, for example, Steam, you do get a ship, which is not the starter ship, which is like your tutorial based sort of thing where you have to repair it and so forth. But now we've all probably seen all the playthroughs of the pre-release videos on YouTube. After the day 1 patch, or the 1.03 patch, or as I call the Sean Murray patch, whole things have changed completely. With the day 1 patch, we're looking at the 3 paths. You get to choose 3 sort of paths which are randomly generated depending on your actions in the game. The universe is now 10 times larger, which I think is really cool, considering those all the 18 quintillion planets. Bigger diversity with the creatures, and with the creatures you get to scan them and even get to feed them now, and they do things for you and even produce a form of waste which can be used, as far as I know. That's not something I've actually tried out yet, but I will do. There are now dead moon planets, low atmosphere planets, extreme hazard planets, blizzards, storms, all kinds of different things, so expect a lot of random events happening as you play. Planet rotation has been increased and improved in a good way, so I'm assuming the days are longer, which is fantastic. Caves are a lot more taller and larger, more cavernous, and a lot more ship diversity through this patch, as well as cargo tweaks. Sean has promised us with the patch that there's more diversity towards the trading, some more deeper star systems through planets, through trading with different bits and pieces, as well as removing a whole bunch of now known exploits which have been removed, which shouldn't spoil your game. Space combat with pirates and fleets should be a lot bigger, so fingers crossed for that one. Is something I'm really looking into, considering I'm a major X3 player, not the Rebirth piece of rubbish, but the original ones like Albion Prime and so forth. Reduction in pop-up when you're flying across a planet, which seemed to be a problem with obviously speedy craft. With the PC version, hopefully we'll be able to change the pop-up sequences with the INFLs and things like that, something I'm planning on actually doing. But the future announcement with the patch notes is the fact that you'll be able to build bases, which is something you didn't see you could do, but now you can, which I think is fantastic. And giant space freighters, which I think will be awesome as well. So all in all, from what I've actually played of the 10 hours plus so far, this is a game that is, I think, the dog's bollocks. I think it'll be one of them games of the year's editions, and it is a game I do highly recommend looking into. If you're not into the PS4 version, I do recommend waiting for the PC release on the 12th and getting that one. I am a major PC Go fan, but I bit the bullet and now will have technically 2 copies of the game. It's not all for everybody. For me, it's a crossover as the space games, what I've always wanted, which I hope Star Citizen will eventually be about, and also Minecrafty sort of messing around, survival games, crafting games, the thing that's out now. I do say, get this game, it is the dog's bollocks. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Check out my other channel, Licentia Playthrough, where I do random playthroughs, and I will be doing playthroughs of this one on the PC version. Thank you, have a good day.